South Carolina, 2-5, goes on the road to Texas A&M. I mean, both of these teams kind of need a win here.
Yeah.
So, we talked about is Spencer Rattler gonna, pack it in?
I mean, if you're South Carolina, you need A&M. You need that carriage to turn into a pumpkin at midnight. You need disaster. You need A&M to feel the pressure, to understand that they're 4-3. I'm sure there's tension all up and down that locker room right now on that coaching staff. You haven't heard anything between Petrino and Fisher because you're not. There's more problems than that. You have to hope that it gets to the point where you get a little momentum early, maybe similar to the Georgia game, right? And Texas A&M folds and you can stay in it and find a way to win. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you that I just don't think that's going to happen. I mean, Texas A&M, how many? They got 29 sacks? Something crazy. Like they're top 5 in the country, I think, in sacks. Have you seen South Carolina's offensive line? Juice Wells isn't playing. Everybody's banged up. Hell, even Shane Beamer's hurt. I got a feeling this game's not going to be close. I locked in the under at 53.5. And my only worry is that will Texas A&M score 54? Because at some point, Rattler's going to have to throw for 400 yards in this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way. You're not running it. You think running it against Georgia was tough? And it is. I'm not saying it's easy. This front 7 for A&M. So if you're A&M, you just can't go in there and have to, and it'd be just a 5-alarm fire where everybody plays bad.
Is Leggett playing?
I think so.
I mean, even if he does,
it's funny you bring up the Georgia game because if you're South Carolina, at this point you have to take a page out of what he did in the first half of that Georgia game, and we're going to get in 5 wide, we're going to a lot of empties,
spit it out.
How quick we can get this ball out, get it to playmakers in space because you're not going to have a lot of time. You basically have a high school offensive line. Your average is giving up 9 sacks a game. Then Texas A&M, it's pretty easy. Run the football. South Carolina's not going to get pressure on you. Texas A&M just can't beat themselves in this football game. And we've seen Texas A&M do that.
That's
and
true. That is true.
One thing that could come down in this game, and we always talk about it, especially you, special teams. What is Beamer going to do? Does he have any tricks?
He's got tricks. Momentum? I mean, you got nothing
if South Carolina's going to win this game, you have to win the momentum. You got to win it early.
You got to get lucky. Let's be honest. You got to catch a couple breaks.
It's interesting that we've talked about Texas A&M is better at stopping the run than rushing the passer this year, right? And those are two different things when you're talking about the front 7 of a defense. But South Carolina's offensive line is also a weaker part of their team. Does Texas A&M sort of have that week where it's like, not only are we good at stopping the run, but also we're going to be able to get after Spencer Rattler this week and take advantage of that O-line?
Yeah, and I think with A&M a lot, and I mean, you go back against Bama, I thought they did a pretty decent job of rushing the passer. Just in the Alabama, it was kind of a stalemate a little bit. They got to Milroe some, but the first read was there for Alabama. It was open all night. They just took advantage. It's like stealing. It's like reading a pop-up book. But when it comes to A&M, like the pass rush needs to come through in the big moments, right? And maybe the stopping the run is so elite that you expect the pass rush to be just as elite when those are two totally different styles of play. And some guys, very rare do you find guys that are unbelievable at stopping the run and rushing the passer. Obviously, you're typically better at one or the other. That's why they have packages and they package defensive linemen. But I think this is a talent thing, David. Like, I think A&M could go out there and just run very, very vanilla peanut butter and jelly. Here's what we're doing, base stuff, right? Simplify it unbelievably on the back end, which, I mean, you still got to cover people. Leggett, who knows if he's going to do this secondary, but it's one guy, and with Juice Wells being hurt, I don't think they have enough pieces. But I think they could go out there and just absolutely throw vanilla ice cream at him and just at some point, like, you're beat at birth, man. Like, at some point, that guy is just better at this than you. He doesn't have to have all the moves. He doesn't have to be the highest IQ guy of all time. He doesn't even have to be the biggest guy. But the guys that A&M will have running at Spencer Rattler are just much better at football than the guys that are trying to protect Spencer Rattler from said pass rushers.
I get it, and I'm just having flashbacks to last year when
I know, David,
said the same thing, and then they spanked Tennessee, and then just to prove it's not a fluke, they beat Clemson. It's like, man, does Shane Beamer just have this in him every season?
They're so
think
beat
it's the
up.
Same team.
It's not the same team.
It's not the same.
I mean,
so beat up.
We've seen Texas A&M secondary get taken advantage of.
We have.
In the Alabama game, I mean, 320 yards passing through the air. So you could, if there's ever a chance for this to happen, South Carolina has to be able to throw it quick, get it out early. And guys, let's play a game of how many times can I throw it to Leggett?
Yeah.
All right. Because look, A&M has 30 sacks on the year. So it's going to be hike, oh God, oh God, oh God. You got
Screen.
motion.
Give me more screens than my YouTube TV
Stacks.
multi-view. On Saturdays, I got up like the architect from The Matrix. Time to take your fall style to the next level. Do you want to get where Clemson was? You want to sip it from the cup? Because dressing for success, it can only help you look better and be more confident. So whether you're attending an important meeting, networking event, simply want to impress your colleagues, or I don't know, maybe that girl from work, you're trying to like Meghan Markle in the suit situation. Our friends at Indochino, they have everything you need. And it's not just the dress-up clothes. If you stuff to wear to the tailgate, camp shirts, blazers, dress shirts, business casual. Indochino offers a wide variety of options for every occasion. The ordering process, we've all ordered stuff from there multiple times. It's unbelievably easy. They customize it, David, to your own metrics, which a man that's 6'8".
Look, I need clothes that fit. I'm not going to apologize for it. I got a full suit from them and a dress shirt.
Yeah, it's great stuff. They have, whatever color you want it in, they've got it, a range of styles with trench coats, wool, and cashmere overcoats. So add fresh layers to your fall style with Indochino. Go to Indochino.com, that's INDOCHINO, and use our code BOOSTER, BOOSTER, to get 10% off any purchase of $399 or more. That's INDOCHINO.com, promo code BOOSTER. Upgrade your wardrobe, get that 10% off, make an investment in yourself and the way that you're perceived around you. Indochino.com. What's up, everybody on YouTube? Hope you guys are having a fantastic week as we roll through it. If you get a little time and you haven't, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate all the support. Hit that like button and turn that notification bell on so you know every time we're dropping content, which is pretty much every 30 minutes.